Hi, welcome back everyone. This is lesson number 28, and today we're going to be talking about the present perfect tense in English. So the present perfect tense is used when you want to talk about something that started in the past and something that continues from the past, but it continues to the present, to this present moment right now. Say, for example, like if you got married a long time ago and you've been married all the way up to today. That's when we use the present perfect tense, okay? If you've been married for many, many years and it continues, all right? Or we can use this tense if we want to talk about our experiences up to the present, okay? It will actually be very useful to you, and it's easy to remember because the form is so simple in English. First, we have to take the verb to have, and we put it in the beginning, okay? And then we add the past participle of the verb to be, which in this case is been. Okay, been. So we have to have plus been. And then we attach a verb plus the ending ing, which makes ing. Okay, so we have a verb and then we have ing at the end. Okay, so in the first example you can see that it says, I have been studying English all my life. I have been studying English all my life, okay? So you're talking in this case, all your life, a long, long, long time ago when you were little, you started to study English. And you have, from that moment, you have been studying English up to the present, okay? Up to the moment right now. So you can say, I have been studying English all my life, okay? Next, you have been practicing dance since you were 8 years old. Okay, so this person right here, they started practicing dance when they were 8 years old, and they have been continuing to practice dance all the way up to now. Okay, so you can say, you have been practicing dance since you were 8 years old. Next, has he been studying in China recently? Okay, has he been studying in China recently? Maybe he is a foreign exchange student. So this would make sense in that case. Has he been studying, meaning he probably goes to university or some college, or maybe he studies Chinese, and recently, meaning maybe in the last year or in the last 2 years or maybe in the past couple months, okay? We're thinking about a time frame that's small and that is close to right now, the time right now. So has he been studying in China recently? And notice that we have a question mark here and we have has in the beginning. So when we have has, right, it usually forms a question at the end, okay? And then finally we have an expression. How come? Do you remember what how come means? Americans oftentimes use how come to say why. Okay, so why did you do this? How come did you do this? Okay, why is he tall? How come is he tall? Right? We say, how come? It's a very informal way of asking why, or asking a question. How come they've been acting so grumpy? Acting refers to your behavior. We're not talking about actors or actresses in Hollywood. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody's behavior. So somebody can act happy, right? If they are acting happy, if they're behaving happy, or you can act angry, right? You're very upset. Or you don't use it for yourself, okay? You don't use it for yourself, but you use it for other people who are around you, okay? You're making a reference to somebody else's behavior, what they're acting like. Why are they happy? Why are they sad? Why are they angry? In this case, how come they, we're talking about 2 or 3 or 4 or however many people, how come they've been acting so grumpy lately? Grumpy is like when you're miserable, you're not in a good mood, you don't want to talk to people. When you do talk to people, maybe you yell at them, or you don't show a politeness, you don't show too much respect. You're just in a bad mood, okay? How come they've been acting so grumpy lately? Lately is very similar to the word recently, actually, but lately I would say is more closer to the present time, okay? When we say recently, it could mean a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, possibly even a year ago, depending on the time reference. But lately is more like the past week, the past 2 weeks, the past 3 weeks, the past 4 weeks. Not too long, okay? We're talking about a smaller period of time. So this is a little bigger and this is a little smaller, okay? So guys, going back to what I was saying, as you can see in these examples, you are talking about an experience or an action that lasts up to the present and started way back when or however long ago, okay? Maybe it's recent, maybe it was done lately, who knows? Okay, we're gonna move on. Now let's look at the phrase have ever been, right? Have ever been, but we're also going to look at some new words, or maybe you've seen these words, but I put them in parentheses here. The words are before, and then we have ever, and then we're also going to look at never. Okay, so these are all kind of words that we use when we're talking about this sort of tense. All right, and when we want to talk about things we have done in our lives, but we don't want to mention the moment that we did them, we can use the present perfect tense. All right, but when we add the word, for example, ever, it changes. It changes the meaning. Okay, and instead of asking when you did something, it asks you if you did something. Okay, we're not talking about when you did something, we're talking about if you did something just as a fact in general. Like, did you study? Yes or no? Okay, did you go here? Yes or no? Okay, we're not talking about when. When did you study? No. When did you go here? No. Okay, we're just asking, have you ever done something in your life? Ever? One time? Even one time? Okay, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times, who knows? Let's look at some examples and you'll understand. It says, have you ever been to Taiwan before? Okay, have you ever been to Taiwan before? So when we have ever right here, it emphasizes, have you ever been to Taiwan before? Okay, one time. Have you been there one time? If yes, then say yes. If no, then say no. The next one says, let's see, you can answer like this, yes, I have been. Okay, or you could say, yes, I have. Yes, I have been. You could say both. Okay, but been in this case, it's optional. Or you can say, yes, I've been. Notice that we have I've. Okay, I've been to Taiwan before. Okay, yes, I've been to Taiwan before. No, I've never ever been there before. No, I haven't ever been there before. Okay, so notice that we have ever and we have never and we have before. Okay, so in these cases here you can see that we have put the word before in parentheses as well. That's because it's optional. You don't have to say it. You are not obliged to say any of these words in the parentheses. But native speakers, like American speakers, they usually say them when they want to emphasize their response. So it basically just makes your response sound more concise. Okay, also look at the 2 ways of saying no, right here and right here. Okay, in these cases, using the word ever, like right here and right here, is also optional, but it serves to add more emphasis to your response. You're saying, have you ever been even one time, or maybe 2 times, or however many times, but have you ever even been one time? Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at more examples right here. It says, have you ever been in so much trouble before? Okay, and you can say, have you ever been in so much trouble before? Yes, I have been. Okay, yes, I've been in this much trouble before. No, I have never ever been, or no, I haven't ever been. Okay, so notice here that we have I've, and when you have I've, even though it's a contraction, the sentence is much longer. When you have I have, the sentence is shorter. Like in this case, yes, I have, short. Yes, I've been to Taiwan before, it's long. Okay, we can't say yes, I've been. We can't say that, or yes, I've. You can't say that. Okay guys, I hope it was easy enough for you in this lesson. Thank you so much for watching and keep up the good work. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. See you next time. Bye.